Wanted to take a quick break from talking about nutrition to talk a little bit about exercise. We do need to understand that diet is 90% of the fat loss equation, and you simply cannot exercise your way out of a bad diet. Exercise is not the best tool for weight loss, but for attaining a slowly growing level of basic fitness, it is the key to good health. In recent years, you may have heard a lot about physically demanding programs. They've really become all the rage. The names that come to mind are CrossFit, boot camps, P90X, Insanity, perfect name for that program, and high-intensity interval training. I am certain that all of these programs have led well-intentioned people to quit their exercise programs, or even worse, get injured just trying to keep up. If you have always heard that no pain equals no gain, or you feel hopeless or intimidated at the thought of exercising, it's time to think again. I've been poring over research study after research study lately, and I've logged some very interesting patterns. Exercise doesn't need to be strenuous to result in fat loss. Exercise does not need to be painful to result in fat loss. You don't have to break a sweat to lose fat consistently. And you don't have to risk your heart health to make gains in your overall fitness. In future videos, I'm going to break down the whole myth of the high-intensity interval training. But for today, I want to focus on the seasoned citizens among us. The link to the study that we'll be discussing will be posted below the video if you'd like to read the full text. The study was from 2015 in the Annals of Physical and Rehabilitation Medicine. For 16 weeks, researchers looked at a group of 159 sedentary, overweight postmenopausal women with the intention of comparing the results of exercising regularly versus exercising at a higher intensity. The study used a figure called the heart rate reserve. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of the heart rate reserve right now. The study found out that whether you exercised at a heart rate below 56% of your heart rate reserve, from 56 to 63% of your heart rate reserve, or you worked out even harder over 63% of your heart rate reserve, that there was no difference in the body composition or physical fitness at the end of the study. This means that the women that were working out at a much higher heart rate did not benefit in any way from all the extra strain and effort. We have to remember, for any activity, there is a minimum effective dose, or what I like to call the MED. Too much of anything is a bad thing. So many people mistakenly think you need to kill yourself in the gym or outside trying to get in shape. What the study pointed out so far is that clearly the women who were consistently working below 56% of their heart rate reserve were meeting that minimum effective dose needed for fat loss. Here's the more exciting news. Women who were more consistent with their exercise lost an average of 4.19 pounds, 4.4 pounds of fat mass, and 1 3/4 inches off their waists. Interestingly, however, all the women, even those who exercised less often, all had reductions in their total cholesterol and their LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, and they had an increase in their HDL, or the good cholesterol, and most importantly, a reduction in their triglyceride levels. Now that's very interesting that anyone that exercised in that group saw their blood lipid panel improve. The health benefits appear to be related to a minimum of 78 minutes of a brisk walk per week. So this doesn't mean you have to work out twice a day, every day. You don't have to be in the gym 7 days a week. You just have to work out about 78 minutes at a brisk walk, no sweating, no heavy breathing, at a very moderate heart rate. So the message here is clear. You need to start a moderate, consistent activity to increase your cardiovascular fitness. If you have an issue with your knees or your joints, try out cycling, swimming, or even an elliptical machine to get started. And start at a level below those 78 minutes if you need to. As always, we'll be doing more videos on nutrition coming up soon, and don't forget to click subscribe on the right side of your screen.